Okay, guys, so welcome back to Trials. That's what it is. Okay, so welcome back to Trials of Cold Steel. So, um, we're gonna start doing some of those missions. I'm gonna try to complete I'm gonna try to get to where we start the official quest that we need to. So we're just gonna leave. Okay. The weather is beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. At the center of Trista is a shopping district. You can purchase a variety of items in the stores there. Brandon's General Goods, stocked with ingredients and accessories. La Sage is a boutique selling clothing, footwear, and accessories. Kane's Book Sales sells materials such as newspapers and obviously books. Cafe items, pay, you can rest and restore your CP. Access the quick travel. Quick travel menu is a pretty cool thing that we get to do. It tells us where everyone is located. It's just really nice. So we're not going to deal with that. But as of right now, we need to go to the deck near the water for our first. I'm trying to remember this place. There it is. Okay, it is right there. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really going to be biting today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. So you got one of those red uniforms, so I guess you're class 7. That's right, my name's Reen Swarcer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord, class 2. I'm part of Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back, you'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's pretty laid back, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club is about fishing? You catch on quick. Trist is supposed to be a great place for fish. I hear there's a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about you give it another shot? Well, sure, but how did you know? Just a hunch. Well, from one fisherman to another. Fishing book, beginning rod. Are you sure I can have these? I feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club here is spread the joy of fishing. So, white angler fish. Just ignore that for now. It's not important. Oh yeah, once you start landing some bites, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for some points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I've got some fish to catch. I'll be catching the pond on the campus if you want to join me. I'm still confused some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, I wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, the label says made by the Lakelord Company. Wait a minute, isn't Lakelord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then. I assume experts on fishing. He was looking over there, right? Seems like it'd be a decent spot to fish. The pond he mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have time. You can now view fishing tab in your notebook. Fishing points, you can fish a set number of times. By catching fish, you'll earn angler points. The amount you get depend on the variety and size of the fish you catch. Get fishing to earn more points. So it's really quite a cool thing to do, fishing. So here, I'll just show it off. Yeah, let's fish. This is how you do this minigame. Okay, so we just got 5 points. And let's fish again. Okay. There we go. And we'll just fish the rest. There we go. And fish. There we go. Okay, so there's a total of 20 different fish you need to catch in this game if you want the cool side item at the end. But as of right now, we're just gonna continue going. We need to go to the bookstore. I believe the bookstore should be... That's the clothing store. There it is. Of course, it has the books in front of it. King's Bookstore. Talk. Welcome. Have a look around. I got some solid books lined up here. I believe it's actually him. Red Moon Rose. It's a pretty popular novel these days. As a matter of fact, I happen to have the first chapter of it right here. Why not give it a read? Makes you likely to buy one from us in the future, right? Thanks. Next time I'll need a book, you'll be the first to know. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so the way bonding points work in this game, you can only really speak well, you can speak to anyone you want. But if you speak to the people with the yellow check marks, I believe those are the only people you can actually do the bonding point with. So let's go to the cafe. And then he should be... He's normally... If Machias is here, he's normally... I think he's in one of these rooms, actually. Nope. Machias, where are you? He's normally in here. Which is why I came here. Are you serious, Machias? Maybe he's in the park. I didn't think he would be, though. Oh. I was surprised to find that in spite of this quaint size of the town has all the shops one could possibly want. The cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere to it, and it seems like a perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like town built around an academy. I have to hand it to you, though. You've really dedicated yourself to your studies. Huh, just doing what's expected of a student. You should try to take a habit of preparing for classes in advance and reviewing new material forward. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe this would get a better chance to get to know him a little better. Yes. Mind if I joined you? Not at all. I was just thinking of taking a break myself. Go ahead. Reed ordered a drink and proceeded to join Machias on his break. You can tell this cafe uses some high quality beans for its coffee. Rich flavor behind its initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then. Mainly due to my dad. He has been drinking it for as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. Makes me curious about this kind of person Governor Moraines is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you're drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. Tea here is nice and relaxing too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. It doesn't help. I always associate it with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble I cannot speak, whatever, sipping away the cup the other day. That could be none other than useless. How do you sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try coffee, too, then. You were right. This isn't so bad. Glad to hear it. Why don't the two of us study here sometime, then? Sounds like a plan. And chatted together for a little while. Your bond with Machias is strengthened. Cool. Alright, next. Yeah, we can't look at it yet. So, I think the next thing that I'm gonna look is, let's talk to Elliot, since he also has a yellow check mark against his head. This should be his room. Yep. Hard to believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these two, so I should probably look into them. Well, I am already here. Should I give him a hand? Yes. Really, you would? I'd appreciate it. Reen and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. We're all done with about half of them now. I didn't expect to have quite this much of everything. There's been there has to be a month's worth of food here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily accessories. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister is way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you got a sister? Yeah, she's an older one. She's always been a bit clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down just a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. I get what you mean. I think it's kind of nice, actually. You get to tell she really likes and cares about you. Oh, really? Excuse me. Is that sheet music? It looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I'm actually wanting to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? Then I guess joining the Wind Orchestra wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I always loved music, ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't so serious. Weird? I cannot read. Well, either way, it'd be really nice to hear you play sometimes. Sure, one of these days. Your bond with Elliot has strengthened. Perfect. Alright, next. So, I believe, if I remember how to access it. I don't remember how to access it. No. Let's see. Okay. So, Whew. Okay. Okay. Come on, load for me. There you go. Okay, so a noteworthy loss. Can't. Okay, so essentially this is a girl that lost her. Oh, darn it. This is a girl who lost her student notebook and she can't find it anywhere. So let's go ahead and head to this main building, second floor. Okay, and if you just walk over here, look on the couches, right there. It's right there, but I don't think we can actually pick it up yet. We actually have to go talk to her. So, find Colette in the Student Union building. And Colette is right there. Pardon me, you're Colette from class 6. No, that's class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the student council. Yes, I did, but that guy from class 7, did you join the student council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. And the student council president told me to handle your request. Oh, is that so how it is? Wow, we're both first years, but you seem much more grown up than me. People in class 7 must be amazing. Huh, it's no big deal. So you wrote you need help looking for a student notebook. Yeah, can't find it anywhere. There's no sign of it. You're going to start looking right away. They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. It seems... I see, so that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, accept her request. Sure. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit of information. Finding it, can you tell me where you first noticed you dropped your notebook? Right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Excuse me. So when was the last time remembering you have it? Right. Probably right when classes had finished. For the date for the day yesterday when I still was in classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking to some friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between the classroom and the library. I see, that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library? Any buildings, I'm pretty sure the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Alright, so there really aren't any places you could have dropped it. Okay. I'm hoping it's there. I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. Rooftops and the rooftops out because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he went to this morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is then. Start with the classrooms. No, I don't need you to check them all. I searched my classroom yesterday. I didn't go into any others. It'd probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas. I have a feeling that it didn't be on the main building. It's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over to take a look. You can stay here. Thank you. Ugh. That was a lot of information. I mean, all we had to do is do this. And then you walk over through here. There. This should be it. Better check inside. We can pick up the notebook and check the identification field. Unless there's another identical Colette running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Okay. So let's go back to the Student Union building. Did you find it? Yeah, assuming this is actually your notebook. Why don't you check it just to make sure? Thanks. Oh, you're right, it's mine. Oh, thank you. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would be awful if I lost it. Especially since our instructors would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Reen. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was that important. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, on the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area. It was in one of those, sort of a gap between the cushions. The sofa's on the second floor? Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I've dropped it when sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, and I didn't end up losing it. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, my shirt pocket usually. Makes sense. A lot of boys use their pant pockets too, but you may want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. Not going to fall out there. That's where I usually put mine. I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket, we've got those? Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different from the guys, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even there. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Are you serious? Thanks for the tip. That should solve my pocket problems. Yep, I can. And she just gave us an item. Wow, I cannot believe. Well, I can. It's that game. Okay. Okay, so we could do that one. I'm trying to think of all the things we can do. Okay. So we are going to go do this one. Okay, so let's go. Actually, no. We have to do orbital delivery. So let's run over here. Good to see you. So you're the person who was with President Toa. I first arrived at the academy. You got a good memory. My name is George Moe, second year, class 3. I'm also the head of the engineering club. You're Reen Swartzer, class 7. Really nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much, but I'm curious. If this is an engineering building, what's with all the mechanics equipment around here? It certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the academy's own ordnance factory. The engineering club is in charge for maintaining ordnance for the long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assumed you repaired all the stuff you wanted to deliver for this quest. That's right, I handle stuff for the engineering club. I usually deliver them myself, but this month I'm a little too busy. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. What do I need to do? Okay, here's the rundown. Deliver 3 products. First, the orbital scale cooking club. Okay, cooking club. Next, 2 are in town. Okay, so it has from people outside the academy. Yeah, there was much talk about the clubs. I started to getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I can do as much as I can to help them out. Certainly, sure does. Second delivery, you'll need to make this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to meet at the pawn shop. You'll find them in the southwest part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. Antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop, understood. Last but not least, the final one is orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michelle over at the... Michael or Michelle? I don't know. Over at the radio. She'll call Michelle out for you. Orbital wristwatch. Okay. Okay. Well, let's finish this up. Let's go to main building, 2nd floor. Southeast. I believe that'd be this one. I'm pretty sure. No, not yet. Oh, darn it. Art room. Is the cooking room on this side? Didn't think it was. Oh, it is. It's in... No, this is the art room still. Computer room is empty. Music room. It is this one. Excuse me. Hey there. You wouldn't happen to be joining the... Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something to them. Is this what you've been waiting on? Yep, that's the orbital scale. I asked George to fix up. I don't really know how he works so fast, but I'd be really lost without him. George has many talents. Besides, I don't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide most accurate, minuscule measurements that any analog scale. If you put the container full of ingredients on there, till even subtract the container's weight for you, it's handy. I'd believe it. Don't you have any interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? I'd be surprised how many students here can't. Here's the thing. The cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than making it yourself would. Have you ever tried cooking anything yet? Not really. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're virgin as my olive oil. If you ever want to start cooking, I recommend you start cooking. Just make something that doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll give you these to get started. Recipe book, and here's a really easy recipe to get off with. Simple omelet, fresh eggs, coarse salt. Thank you so much. This recipe book seems like it'll be helpful companion. Thank you. Got tons of them. Thanks for fixing the scale. Yep. And different people can cook at different times. Recipe.
Okay, let's give this a try.
Gonna have him cook all 3. Okay. Now let's go to the pawn shop. There we go. Talk to him. I'm kind of skipping through this dialogue now just because I'm trying to get through this because we're already at 24 minutes and we've only done 2 missions. Previous chapters of curious. And then for the last one, we need to go to... Well, we can't go to Radio Trish says, so go to the park. And then run. There we go. It was Michael. Okay. Next thing we need to do is go to main building floor 1. Because there is one more person we need to talk to. I believe it's this person. Faculty lounge. Yep, right there. Toa tells me you've accepted my request. I'm truly appreciative of you taking this time for a few days to assist me. No problem at all, sir. You're looking for me to investigate the underground area of the schoolhouse? Precisely. I couldn't have found a better man to do the job considering your classroom down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of the trapdoor, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her. However, please do accept my apologies. Not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kind of figured she was behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter of hand, essentially, what's going to happen is this is going to be a recurring mission that we have to do. And the reason why you want to complete all other missions before this one is because once you enter the schoolhouse, that's it. You cannot do anything else. So if there are any bonus missions or bonus people that you wanted to talk to or items you wanted to get, if you go into the schoolhouse, you will not get those items, you will not do those missions, and you'll miss out. So it is kind of annoying, but at the same time, they do give you ample warning, and they tell you, if you do this, you will not be able to come back and do this. So we're just going to run back here, and there's the schoolhouse. Now the cool part is you can actually bring classmates with you. So, doors unlocked. Once I start explaining, take care of the... Oh, whoops. Forgot to tell them that I did everything. Whoops. I forgot you have to go back and talk to the original person. That's how these work. You have to talk to the person to initiate the quest, do everything they ask, then come back and talk to them again. Sweet. Wait, really? Cool, thanks. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, but then it just goes away. Oh well. Sweet. Required serifs. Cool. Now, I'm gonna be doing a lot of off-screen grinding for all that because it gets to be a lot. So these are all the different courts we have access to right now. Sadly, it costs a lot to open courts. It costs quite a bit. I'm thinking about opening. I'll open his and mine courts. I'll do an attack one. I'll get another tier. I'll do. Is this? We don't have enough for mind. We'll do an analyze though. What's crest? Defense grants 1 earth protection. Firebolt. I'll do firebolt and then I'll do crest and another needle shot. Grab some airstrike. We'll do an aqua bleed, as well as we'll also get another tier. I don't think I have anything else that I can make. Nope. Oh. So you can actually buy more master quartz from this person. Sadly, we don't have enough for another master quartz, but it is always that option there. And you can also get covers. Sadly, it does cost to get covers, so there's that. And you can also, once you get an overabundance of Seraph, you can also sell them. So if I do this, because you can't actually use that, we just gain some Mira. And because I did that, I can actually go to shop, master quartz, buy. So see, it really does work out in the end, and it is pretty nice. Should I do? No, I'm gonna do attack, and then needle shot. You have evade. I'm gonna do you. You're gonna do crest, and then I think you already have aqua bleed. Yeah, you do. You have aqua bleed in tier, so I'll do firebolt. Should I have 2 people? I don't think we need 2 people. If we do, then I'll switch it around. But for right now, I'm just gonna do analyze. Okay, so let's go. And Scepter is a pretty cool. Ooh, that was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. Feels good though. Kind of fulfilling. But now that I think about it, George might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like there's a lot more about Trista and the Academy now that I'm done. Who's that? Well, it doesn't matter. I've got another request to finish. So, before we start that, because that can be an episode in itself, because it is a full dungeon, I am actually going to call it here. I'll see you guys, like, here in a few moments. But as of right now, thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to always like and subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.